welcome back! April's in the underground city now, following that prophet we saw in the tower. Let's see if we can find him. Doesn't April have anything to say about the city itself? Apparently not. Gone is the sarcastically quipping April from 10 years ago. She's been replaced by this more serious April.
That's him, the man I've been following.
Good thing he's not looking over his
I
shoulder.
haven't seen any other boats here. I'll need to find some other way to get to the other side.
Well, you could, you know, swim. You spent a major portion of the previous game underwater, so you're not telling me you can't swim. Oh, well, the egg is gone. B. Creatures are still here, not standing watch though. They're going inside the city. And it seemed he was humming to the door or something in order to get inside. I just want to swim to the other side. And there. Now you also can't use the excuse that you don't want to get wet, because you're already wet. But no, we can't swim. Well, I'm betting the game didn't show us that little tidbit, the creature going inside, for nothing. So we'll probably have to get inside there too. Here comes another one of these creatures. Wonder where the hell they're coming from, considering that there's no entrance on that side. But anyway, let's see what he does. Maybe we can replicate it. He's humming that same set of notes. And it makes the door open. It stays open for a bit after he goes through, so maybe we'd be able to follow them. Well, we're obviously gonna have to be a bit quicker than what I just did in order to do that. Let's take a look. Maybe April can just copy the humming.
One of those creatures sang to the door, and it opened up. Magic. You gotta love it. That creature didn't touch the door. It just opened as if by magic. So magic then. Always with the magic.
Well, that's what you get for staying in Arcadia, the world of magic. Alright, well, if... It seems like April's not in a singing mood, so we'll just have to wait for another one of the creatures. Fortunately, there is a steady supply of them, even though we have no idea where they're coming from. This particular part isn't actually a problem if they see you, because they'll just run away, and then you'll have to wait for the next one. But they won't try and fight you or do anything bad. Okay, let's see if we can follow him in. Made it! That wasn't too hard. Where the hell are we now? Looks like some kind of altar. Stone dais on this side.
I think that's an altar.
Yeah.
It's a panel with 3 stone buttons. Maybe it's a kind of archaic magical keypad. There must be some combination needed to open the door. I'll just try something.
Now I thought it was pretty obvious that... Oh! Which combination he used, even from the view we just got, but we gotta make April see it. And we do that by looking at it like this. From a hiding place.
That's it. combination needed to open the door.
Yeah, I'd already seen that when we got in. But apparently, April didn't. But now she did! And for some strange reason, there will not be any more creatures coming through that door. Even though they keep coming if you stay outside. Apparently, now they stop. Well, that's not such a bad thing, because it means that this is a safe spot where you cannot be spotted by anyone, or be caught by anyone, or get into a fight with anyone. As long as we stay here, we are perfectly safe. I wish that was true for the rest of this. But it isn't. It really isn't. This is it then. The part of the game that I have been dreading since I started it. All the way at the beginning of the game I complained about the gameplay elements, particularly the combat and the stealth. Well, the combat, I mean, it's not actually that bad. I don't personally like it because I don't really like fighting games and the controls aren't that great. But the stealth, that's the real issue. And so far, it hasn't actually been that bad. Okay, I had a few unfortunate incidents in the border house, mainly because I was trying to talk to you. But that wasn't too difficult. And the spiders at Mortycorp, they weren't too difficult either, or the guard bots. But it's here. This is the place that makes me hate the stealth bits in this game. And all of the other stealth bits in the game, they just get worse by being associated with this one, because they remind me of this bit. This bit is so bad, at least in my opinion, obviously your mileage may vary. This bit is so bad that the first time I ever played Dreamfall, even though the story is really getting up the steam here and you really want to know what's going to happen next, but still, this bit was bad enough to make me abandon the game for several months. I was so fed up with it. It doesn't help that it comes right on the heels of the part in Mortycorp where you don't get any puzzles but just have to follow instructions. What makes this bit so bad? Well, the issue is that you have to avoid being seen, like in many of the other stealth parts. But the problem is that the camera makes it very, very difficult to see if someone's coming, and you can't really hear them coming. You can sometimes hear the guard, because there's a guard down there who you have to avoid. You can sometimes hear him walking around, but it's very hard to tell where he's coming from or if he's actually gonna spot you. And sometimes you hear him when he's actually on the other side of a gate, which just makes you jump for no good reason. And finally, the issue is that if he spots you, he calls a creature that you cannot defeat. So you have to hide somewhere, hope you can get to a hiding place, because it's not always possible, depending on where you were spotted, and then wait until this creature goes away, because it's not possible to defeat it at all. To compound matters, there are hiding places all over this place, but they don't always work. Sometimes you hide behind something and you still get spotted. And sometimes you'll get cornered at the end of a corridor. There's no way you can get out without being seen by the guard, and the hiding place doesn't work. So there's no choice but to be seen and then hope you can avoid that creature long enough. Which, in my experience, does not add up to a pleasant gameplay experience. Because I like exploring places in adventure games, especially in games with unique and interesting locations like this game. And all of this sneaking around is just getting in the way of the exploration. Okay. Well, that was my rant for this place. Let's see if we can actually get through it and look at some of the stuff here, like this statue. But we'll continue in the next video.